Okay, welcome guys to part 2 of our basic shapes and surface area, or should I say basic prisms. Let's be professional right from the bat. So we have a look here. I've got a triangular prism. And so as I did last time, the first thing we're going to have to do is deconstruct this shape. So to make it a little bit easier, I'm actually going to put in some dotted lines of the stuff that we can't see within the prism. And so if we deconstruct this shape, we notice that we have two triangles. And to connect those two triangles, we have, of course, one rectangle. We've got another on the back side, so that's a second rectangle. And, of course, this last rectangle that's on the base. So we have 3 rectangles. So what we've got to do is now use these prior knowledge formulas. So this is your area of a triangle, and this is your area of a rectangle. We're going to use them to help us solve this 3D shape. So if we look at these triangles, I've got 2 that are 10 and 14. So which one's the height? Well, of course, the one going up is the height, and this is our base. So to do this, I'm going to go 2 times a half times 14 times 10. Now that, of course, if we talk about this mathematically, these two actually are going to give you 1. So half of 2 is 1, and 1 times anything is, of course, 1. Whatever it was you were timesing it by. So to a certain extent, we can't get rid of these. And we can go, okay, well, that's just going to be 14 times 10, and that's going to give us 140. Now, generally speaking, be careful with this, because the only reason it works is because we have 2 triangles, not just a single triangle. If we look at our 3 rectangles and we have a look here, well, if we look at the base first, so this one, it's 14 by how far? Yes, 15. So that is a 14 by 15 rectangle. Now, there's only one of them, so we just need to leave it as is. But if we look at the other 2 rectangles, well, this one down here is 12 by 15. And we have a look over at this rectangle here. This is also 12 by 15. So I have 2 rectangles that are 12 by 15. So 2 times a rectangle that is 12 by 15. Now please be careful, because it is not always the case. Sometimes you may have a different side that sits here. So this could be 13, in which case that this rectangle here and that rectangle here do not fit together. are not the same. So you can't just times it by 2 is a better way to put that. So if I was going to do this, it'd be 14 times 15 plus 2 times 12 times 15. And if we add these all together, we're going to end up with here 14 times 15 plus 2 times 12 times 15. So in total, the whole thing answers 570. And of course, the problem is I haven't finished it off, because not only do I need to do the rectangles, which I've said was 570. So that's my rectangles, my 3 rectangles. But I also too need to add this bit here that I worked out, and I should have underlined it, which of course are my 2 triangles. I'm going to add that for 140. And that is going to give me, well, that's going to give me 110. So 710 in total as my answer. Once again, do we have any units? No. So we just put units squared, and I'm going to box that answer so that when I come back to look at this, especially if I'm studying for an exam, then I can clearly see my answer. And you'll notice that I should have underlined the 570 as well, although I need to move my camera down a little bit as I'm a little bit shy of it. So that was how to find the surface area of a triangular prism. You do have heaps in your booklet if you wish to practice. And thanks for watching. See you later.